Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing today? Who we got here? We got Dean, David. We got David. Happy Friday. Dean's here. Jason is here. Dean has a question already. We'll get to Dean's question in just a second. Today on Play Guitar TV, been coaching all day. I'm switching gears now. Kevin's here. Hey, Kevin, what's happening, man? How you doing today? How you doing today? We got a crew going here. Our weekdays around this time, get people checking in. That's awesome. So we've been doing it pretty heavy on building our own tones for about a week and a half. We've got some really good tones. Really happy with what we've been doing. I wanted to enjoy a Friday today and just take a look at some of the user preset tones in what do they call it? The tone cloud? I guess they call it the tone cloud. And what your favorite ones are, and we're going to go in and check them out. I'm going to tune up here. Let's see what we good enough for rock and roll right now. I may have to retune later. But we're going to check out some of your own favorite presets. So go ahead in the chat, put in some of your favorite presets that you like to use that you got from the Tone Cloud, and I'll look them up and we'll take a look at them and see what we think about them. Maybe rank them. You never know. Well, I think I have everything set up here, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's take a look at Dean's question before we get started. So Dean says, if you have time, what order should I put these pedals? I have a tuner, a looper, an EQ, a delay, the tumnus, which is the Klon, the Wampler Klon, the Blues BD2 into a Fender Deluxe Tone Master with reverb and vibrato. Thanks. Okay, so what would I do? If I was going to do that, I'd like to use the tuner. The tuner serves two functions. So here we go. Here's our, let me take this off here. So here we go. This is my I got one of these little polytunes. It's already all scratched up. These things are notorious for getting scratched up on the top. But I use this to tune, but I also use this as a kill switch. So these tuners are set up that when you turn the tuner on, no sound comes out. So if I needed to change guitars, if I was in between sets and I didn't want my guitar to accidentally, make a bunch of noise into an amp that I'm leaving on, I'd hit this, and so it would kill that. So I usually would put my tuner first. But that's not always the best way to do it. Sometimes putting your tuner at the end of your pedals is a good thing in between songs. Maybe if you're a high gain user, if you use a lot of gain, and we all know those pedals that you turn them up and you start to hear hiss and everything. Having your tuner at the end of the line is a great way to kill some of that buzz. It doesn't let it go into the amp. Also, a lot of these have a buffer in them. So I'm not going to get into buffers today, but some old pedals, usually the old pedals had tons of buffers in them. Basically, they help when you have long cables, and they help the signal remain strong. They don't sound dull and worn out. And I know a lot of people, especially the guy from Vertex Effects, he's a big buffer guy. Have a buffer on the way in and a buffer on the way out. Some of these pedals have them, some don't. So, but for right now, for Dean, I just put the tuner first, okay? And then right from there, I would do the overdrive stuff. So the tuner going into, so you have the Wampler, the Tumnus, and the Blues BD2. I would go from the tuner first into the Blues BD2 into the Tumnus. And I would have one of those pedals set up cleaner. That would be the blues driver, right? And then one set up dirtier. So you'll be able to get with both of them off, you get your clean sound, right? So here, let's, I don't have my pedals into here. So both of them off, you get your clean sound. Then if you wanted to have like just a little bit of push, you would turn the blues driver on, right? And so you get a little bit of push. Then if you wanted a song that had like a crunchier type sound, you could put the tumness on by itself. But then you can use both of them. You can put the tumness on and then boost it with the blues pedal to give like a more of a lead guitar sound using both of them. So you have a lot of different choices of the different tones that you would use. So far we've got EQ, and then we're going into the blues driver. Then we're going into the tumness. I missed the looper too. So, but we're gonna put the looper later on in the pedal. So we've got tuner, BD2, tumness. Let's see here. EQ. No, I would put the looper next. The looper next. Now, why? I always like to put my drive pedals before a looper pedal, because sometimes you might want to have a rhythm part that you're looping, and you might want that to be clean. And then when you play over it, you might want to have a lead sound that has a little bit of drive on it. Let's see. So wait, maybe I may have that backwards. So you don't want to change it. You might want to change it after the fact. There's one way of doing the looper. I'm spacing right now, where it doesn't record your pedals. Your pedals come. It does record your pedals, so you can turn the pedal on and off. Yeah, afterwards. I was right. Afterwards. So say you put your looper on and you've got your drive beforehand. You turn that on and you've got distortion. Then you loop it, right? Then you can turn it off and then play clean or play a different tone, but it's still looping what it recorded there. So, okay, so yeah, then the looper. So we got tuner, blues driver, tumness, looper. Then I would do EQ and then delay. Delay I always do last because it wants to be the cleanest. It wants to. It doesn't. It doesn't want to be before a distortion because then it. But some people do it that way. Some people like to have a crunchy delay. I always put the delay last, right before the amplifier into the Fender Deluxe, and you've already got your reverb and you've got your vibrato on there. So that's what I would do: tuner, blues driver, tumness, looper, EQ, delay. That's the way I would go. Okay, hope that helped. Let's see here. David says for his favorite Spark preset is the Engel Fireball. Okay, so we'll check that out. Kevin says, I don't have a favorite Spark preset because I don't have a Spark. Is that a sad face? Oh, Kevin. I'm sorry. Oh, it's all right, man. You got some stuff though. You guys. So, okay, so we'll take a look at the Engel Fireball. I know Dean has a favorite Spark preset. I know he's just dying to type that into the. I guess he's on his computer. So, so what is yours, Jason? I know he's got a favorite one too. Come on, bring these in there. But we'll start with David's. We'll start with David's here. So let's go in here, and we're going to search. And oh, let me get the close up here. There we go. Hey, there I am. Hey, now let's do it. So, ooh, that's a little dirty from yesterday. Okay, so let's say Engel E and the Engel Fireball. Okay, let's try that. How did I know, David? Okay, so we got. Here, let's see if we can. Now, is that here? Is that a user preset or is that the? That's user tag title. Okay, yeah, that's a user. That's a user one. So, well, if I double tap, how do I get to the amps here? Do I have to cancel out? No, didn't. I guess I got to load it. That's what has to happen. All right, haven't done this in a while. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, do I want to save it? I don't know. Do you have to save it? It's been a while since I've done this. Is it that one? Okay. No. Do I just back up out of it? No. Okay, I'll figure this out in just a second. Maybe I just have to save it. Nope, not Metallica. Ingle Fireball. Okay, I'll just save it. We'll save it into heavy metal. Save. Come on and save. Come on now. Ingle Fireball, it's in metal. Right. Okay. Save. There we go. David said it's a little heavy. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. It's a little heavy. That's okay. That's okay. What do I like about it? It's dry. I like it. I like a nice. That's like that's like about 5 different songs all blended into one there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I've loaded it in. We can take a look at what we've got here. So the Ingle Fireball is using a switch axe. That is an amp I used a lot early on. I used it for some Southern rock stuff. It does a lot of different things. This is a very clear, very saturated, very heavy sound. But we also have, what do we got going on here? We got some Tube Screamer in this preset, okay? Let's hear what this sounds like without the Tube Screamer. It's got a kind of a, it's got a little bit of a not a tubby bass, but not a tight. The Tube Screamer tightens this up, and that's what a Tube Screamer does. A Tube Screamer pedal has a lot of mids, and if you want it to boost the mids, if you've got something that's kind of scooped but has kind of a farty bass to it, it'll roll off a lot of that low end. It acts like an EQ as well as with an overdrive. And look how they have it set. They have it set with the tone up. It's adding highs, the level all the way up, so it's pushing the tar out of the front end of the amp. And the overdrive is not very much at all. It's down. Let's hear what it sounds like with the neck pickup. Very, very nice, very clear for a distorted patch. Let's see here. Let's see if we lower the level down a little bit. Yeah, you could get all sorts of different gain just by lowering the level of the Tube Screamer. How hard you're hitting it. Yeah, I got some. Lowering the gain, putting. Kind of an Allman Brothers type sound. Let's try that. Let's go up to about 5, and then we'll go to the amp and see what we can do over here. So it's got the drive about 1 o'clock. Lower the drive on this. Kind of a ZZ Top. You could do a lot of stuff with this, and let's see what else. So I'll go back up on the distortion. Let's see if we can do more distortion on this and less on the drop. Yeah, it takes single coils really well too. So I love an amp that sounds great at all levels, and this is doing it all just from how hard you're hitting it with the two screamer. There's all the way up. Yeah, a little loud on that. Let's see. Let's turn that gain back down on the high end. Okay, so like that one, David. Thank you for sharing that one. Let's see here. Kevin says, do they have any high wattage amps on the Spark? Let's take a look. Does anybody know? They have any high wattage amps? Let's see what amps we have. So we got the Silver 120, Black Duo, OD Clean, Matchless, ODS, Blues Boy, Tweed, Checkmate. Don't know what the Checkmate is. Two Stone. How about, instead of going through this, we go to the Tone Cloud, type in high watt. There we go. Pink Floyd. Let's see here. This is from Jeffrey Stevens, by the way. So let's save that. Okay, here it is. That was the other amp. Let's try, that's the Run Like Hell. Let's try the Pink Floyd high watt. What does that say? 1.0. This one doesn't have a whole lot of Kevin says, could you put a little delay on that? I could put a little more on if you want. You want me to go back, put a little extra on there? A little extra delay for Kevin. This one has a slapback delay. It's not a... So So that's that high watt. Let's see here. We've got the there's a low watt. Let's try a low watt. What's a low watt? Is that like a is that kind of a less gained up high watt maybe? Let's just do Pink Floyd. Let's see what that's. I like that one. I think I would have oh, I missed a couple things here. Jason said, I heard you like delay, so I put some more delay on your delay. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for thinking. That's very thoughtful of you there. Let's see if we can get one of these shots without me. Delay, double delay, and delay to the second power. Lots of delay. And Dean says, sorry, I missed the whole show on a business call. We'll watch the replay. No problem, man. No problem at all. Yeah, come on back when you can. Watch when you can. That's the nice thing about this. We're just going to have some fun here. Everyone in here is from the YouTube today. David says, you got to say for the price you get a lot of fun sounds out. You get tons of fun sounds out of the Spark. Let's see. I lost them. Here, let me fix this. You know what? I'm going to wipe the screen off while I have the tablet here, so we're not looking at smudged up fingerprints the whole time. Since I gotta. Here we go. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. For some reason. There we go. Look how shiny that is. Isn't that nice? Okay. So Kevin says, for sure, David, I'm super tempted to pull the trigger and get one for jamming. It's fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I love that orange amp with the rat pedal in front. I'd like playing that all the time. It's pretty neat. So let's see here. Any other? Let's see. We've done the metal preset. We've done the high watt preset. Little Floyd with a little extra delay on top of the delay. What about something else? What should I type in here? I'm going to Jason for this one. Jason, what are we looking up here? What's a preset you'd like to check out, even if it's not one that's your favorite? What's one that what's a tone that you like that you would say, this would be a good one? I'm gonna wait for Jason. I'm gonna. Oh, he must be working. He must be having. I knew he would have something good for me here. I'm gonna look up. How about Albert Lee, an Albert Lee preset. Let's see here. ALBERT Albert Lee LEE. So this will be a clean country. Chicken picking. Oh, they've got Geddy Lee, Albert King. So we don't have any Albert Lee. That's Albert K, Albert Collins, Albert King, Jake E. Lee. Oh, that's no fun. We got Geddy Lee though. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I think Jason. Okay, see, Jason says go with the British accent. It's an orange. I had to browse my selection. British accent. Okay, let's try that. Outwardly is not. British accent. And go. Did I spell it right? There's British dog. British act. There it is. Okay, so let's hit that. What do we got here? Why does this always do that for the save? Okay. All right, so let's get out of this. Let's go. Okay, and here we go. So what we have? Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that. That's nice and tight. So he said, Jason says I had to browse my selection. I honestly used the PGP Clean Me Too the most. It's perfect for pedals. Yeah, I like it too. I like this amp. It's not the same one as the Clean. It's an orange, but it's a what do they call it? That's a great. That sounds really amp-like. Let's see what they did with this. So what we got? We got gain around 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, bass straight up, middle straight up, treble off a little bit, volume straight up. Nothing fancy there. So we've got no compressor, noise gate, but we've got like a micro amp type pedal, the booster pedal. So it's just pushing the front end of it a little bit. This is very bare bones and it sounds great. And it's really cranked too. So we're really pushing the front of that. And the delay and the mod are off. Really great. For fast playing, it tracks okay. Let me switch picks here. This pick will go. That's the one thing about with the Spark playing fast. It doesn't track real well all the time. Sometimes it fights you. Where the thing I use the most, which is the Boss IR200, it doesn't fight you. You can play fast on that all the time, and it doesn't fight you at all. Let's hear what it sounds out without the booster on there. This is a good all around. I like that. This would be good for like double track and rhythm. Good ears, Jason. That's awesome. I'm glad I saved that. That's great. Kevin says, I like that sound. And David says, got to try some funk or fuzz. Okay, we're going to do that. We'll funk or fuzz. Is that the name or is it just two separate things? We'll do that. I'm going to run pretty soon. We've got one of our coaching students is in town. John's here, so I'm going to go meet him over at Disney Springs. We're going to do some hanging out today. So I'm going to call it in a few minutes. But let's do a little funk or fuzz there. Let's try that out. Let's see here. That'd be funny if there was a preset called Funk or Fuzz. That's my next album. Funk or Fuzz. Funk Wah, Rolling Stones, all telly open G songs, slap funk, rock bass, clean, clean funky. Let's do clean funky. That sounds good. Wait. There's some effects on that I'm not really into. Let's try a different one. It's clean funky. Funk Wah. Just for fun, let's do the Funk Wah. Not really into that one. Let's see here. Let's see if there's a better one. AC Funk. Let's try AC Funk. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's try Funky. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Could use a little more volume. But there we go. Lee gonna funk it up, and that's Uptown. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so that was fun. Thanks. There were some cool presets I had not heard before. I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Please go ahead and hit the like button. We're gonna try and build this thing up. We've got a nice little starting crew here. We're gonna start to bring more and more folks in. So please hit the like button. And no matter what platform you're on, there's some sort of a like button. If you're on Twitch, if you're on Twitter, I think we're on. If you're in Facebook, one of the many different Facebooks that we're streaming to, or YouTube, I appreciate it. Okay, so I will see you on Monday. I'm gonna head over to the Springs and hang out with one of our coaching students here. So you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, if you need any help with me, get in touch. Okay, all right, everybody, thanks, have a great day.